Good morning, good morning, good morning. I got a few minutes before we get started. But for those of you that are already on, you're gonna need 2 blocks, a strap, and if you have 2-pound weights or you want to grab like a soup cans or bean cans or something like that, go ahead and grab them. All of those props are not necessary, but they will enhance the practice. So the practice will just like be that much better if you have those props. But if you don't sweat it. It's not like totally necessary. Yeah, so 2 blocks, a strap, and 2-pound weights. You can use books instead of blocks. You can use leggings or a hoodie or a belt instead of a yoga strap. And my mom had this suggestion last week. You guys can grab like cans to use for weights. It like will kind of simulate the same feeling, I guess, or grip. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If someone is on right now that has my cell phone number, can you just text me because I have the AC on and I want to make sure that the mic still picks up whatever I'm saying, so that way you guys can hear me. So I will just wait. Also, I need to give you guys a warning that I have a Premier League obsessed boyfriend in the house, and it's the first weekend of the Premier League. So if you guys hear cheering or loud yelling at any point, that's Premier League fan in the kitchen. All right. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we got 1 more minute left before we get started. Letting any other stragglers show up, and then we'll get going. I hope you guys are ready to work. I have to remember to pick this mug up because last week I had it on the carpet after class, and then I like cleaned everything else up and I went and did something, and when I came back, the entire carpet was soaked because someone had kicked it across the floor. No names need be mentioned. All right, let's get going. 9 o'clock. Hi, welcome to my living room. Come on in. If you're new here, my name is Danielle, and this is my personal Saturday practice that I am inviting you to join me in. So throughout the practice, try what you want to try, rest when you want to rest, and just have fun with it. Don't worry about needing to do everything. Allow your practice to progress as you show up and as you get more able to do the poses. Grab your coffee, get on your mat, and let's get going. All right, now, as I said to the few people that were on, like as soon as I turned on, you're gonna need yoga blocks, a yoga strap, and if you have 2-pound weights. None of it's necessary, but it will enhance the practice. So if you have substitutions, grab whatever you got, and let's get going. So come to sit on your mat. There's a playlist in the About section on my channel if you want to listen to my playlist, or go ahead and play whatever playlist you might want to listen to this morning. Sitting on your booty, or even starting laying down if that's where you're at this morning. And just take a few deep inhales through your nose and out through your mouth. Roll your shoulders back. Let's bring our hands to our hearts and take a deep breath in. Let that breath go. Deep breath in. Let that breath go. And now let's open up a space in our homes for today's practice. So as you move, allow your home life to move around you. Allow your practice to be a part of that home life. Allow the noises to coexist with your practice. Try not to get hung up on the perfect, peaceful yoga state. But remember that your practice is a living practice. So noises are okay, disruptions are okay, taking breaks are okay, falling out of poses or laughing is okay. And just show up. in any way that you feel you are able to do this morning. Bring your hands back down onto your knees, palms are facing up. Take a deep inhale in and let that go. Eyes blink gently open and let's start moving. Deep inhale in as you reach those arms up. Now reach your arms up towards the ceiling, but don't worry about if they meet or not. It's super early, so they do not have to meet. Exhale, bring those arms down, gaze comes down. Inhale, reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, arms down, gaze down. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. And exhale, arms down, gaze down. Grab your weights or your cans or nothing. If you don't have anything, that's fine. And stand up, getting right into it. Also today I wore longer shorts, so I don't have to worry about flashing things I don't want to flash. All right, so come to the top of your mat. Actually, I'm going to stand sideways, but you guys can face the top of the mat. Bring your arms out to the side and lower. Arms out to the side and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. One more time, reach up and hold. Now, if you don't have the weights, that's totally fine because all of this will help with shoulder mobility. So don't worry about it. Circles forward for 1, 2, 3. Circles back for 1, 2, and 3. Bring the arms forward. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Okay, stay here. Now, I did this exercise last week. Holy heck, my shoulders were so sore the next day, but in a good way. So keep your arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the floor, and then pull back. We're going to do that 4 more times. So 4, and straighten. 3, and straighten. 2, and straighten. 1, and straighten. Bring your arms out to the side. Palms are up. Reach the arms up, palms together. Bend at the elbows. Tap the top of the, like in between the shoulder blades. Reach up, tap, reach up, tap. 2 more, up, tap, and last one, up, and tap. Bring your arms back up, reach the hands towards the ceiling, shrug your shoulders, and release. Shrug your shoulders, and release. Shrug those shoulders, and release. Bring your weights down to the mat, but keep them close. Stand at the top of your mat, hips distance apart, your feet, and 10 squats. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach that right leg up. Reach the arms up. Bring that leg back behind you into a warrior 3. Now, if you are a little wonky on your balance this morning, go ahead and grab those blocks and just use them as a support. Reach the arms up, leg comes up. Draw the belly button to the spine, leg goes back. One more time, reach the leg up. Draw the belly button in as you extend the leg back. Now, hands to blocks or hands to hips. 3 bends in this left knee. Bend the left knee and straighten. Bend the left knee, straighten. Bend that left knee, straighten. Lower that right leg down to the mat in your high lunge. Bend that knee and touch. Straighten or as like much as you can, but try to bend and up. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. All the way forward. Other side. This time we're going to do heel rises. So instead of our squats, 10 heel rises. So lift those heels up and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the leg up. I meant to say, if you have any questions throughout the practice, go ahead and type it into the chat. After the practice, I'll take a couple minutes to answer the questions before I close out the live. Okay, so if anything comes up, just type it in. Reach your arms up. Send the leg back. Move to those blocks if you need it, or no blocks if you want to work on your balance. Arms up, knee up. Warrior three. One more time, arms up, knee up. Warrior three. Hold your warrior three. Move into your blocks or no blocks. Bend that right knee and straighten. Bend the right knee and straighten. Bend that right knee, straighten. Bring that left leg back down to the earth. Arms are up, high lunge. Or you can have your hands to your hips, whichever one you prefer. Back knee lowers, lifts, lowers, lifts, lowers, lifts. We got two more. Lowers, lifts, lowers, lifts. Lower down, stay down. Bring the hands to the mat. Tuck those back toes under, lift that back knee up. Reach your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Open up the chest here. Bring your right hand down. Rocking lunges here. So I'll show you first without the block, and then I'll show you with the block on the second rock. So look forward if you don't have blocks. Lower that back knee down. And then walk your hands back as you peel your right toes up towards the ceiling. So that's if you don't have blocks. If you do have blocks, bring that front foot, lift the chin, exhale, rock it back. Try to keep the chest high. Move forward, rock it back. Two more, reach forward, rock it back. And last one, reach forward, and rock it back. Come forward here, blocks are off the mat. Bring that front foot, back knee comes up. Now we're gonna take a deep inhale, bring that right leg all the way back to a down dog. So inhale here, exhale, right leg goes back, down dog. Now in your down dog, you're making an upside down V. You can bend the knees if you need to. Push the chest back towards the thighs. Do a little bit of movement here. It's the first one. Maybe bend and straighten those legs. Find your breath, deep inhale, and exhale it out. Reach that right leg all the way up and high. And now the left knee, the leg that you're standing on. You're gonna bend that knee and straighten. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Right knee bends, pull it forward, tap that right arm, and back. Pull it forward and tap the right arm, and back. Pull it forward, tap the right arm, and back. Pull it forward, and step it in between your feet. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Meet us here if you had to skip through some of that. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee up. Forward fold. And hang. Find your breath. Now always remember, this is your practice. I'm just guiding. So if there's any time that you want to skip something or you want to do half of the reps, do it. It's your practice. You're just joining me for mine, but my practice doesn't have to be your practice. Bend those knees, inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time we're going to step that right foot back. Right hand comes down towards the mat. Left arm reaches all the way up. Open up the chest here. And then bring that left hand down. Back knee comes down. Rocking low lunges. Blocks or no blocks? I'm going to grab my blocks because I actually really like the blocks for this. But if you don't want to use yours, don't. Lift the chin up. And rock it back. Lift the chin up. And rock it back. Lift the chin up and rock it back. We got two more. Lift the chin up, rock back. And last one, lift the chin up, rock it back. Come forward here. Move the blocks off to the side. Hands come down. We're going to take that inhale, exhale, down dog. So lift that back knee up, inhale. Exhale, bring that left foot back into your down dog. Take a moment in your down dog. Any kind of movements you want to do, maybe lift those heels and lower. Maybe you just like to stay stationary, that's totally fine. Do your thing here. And then bring your left leg up and high. Now gaze is on that right knee. Bend the right knee, straighten. Bend the right knee, straighten. Bend the right knee, straighten. Bend the left knee, tap the left arm, and back. Tap the left arm, and back. Tap the left arm, and back. Bend that left foot, step it in between your hands. Back knee comes down. Inhale, press and lunge. Woo! Started out hard this morning. I didn't really think about it when I was writing it out. Inhale, my hands come down. Back foot, or tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee. Bring the foot forward. Forward fold. Hang in your forward fold. Bend in the knees here, grabbing opposite elbows, and sway side to side. Hands come down to the mat. Inhale, the arms come around and up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. Come into your plank. Lower your knees down. Tabletop. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips. Now, personally, I like to cupcake because it's easier on my wrists. But if that's not your thing, bring your palms down. That's totally fine. Take an inhale here. Reach the chin up. Stretch the abs. Exhale, push the mat away like you're trying to separate those shoulder blades. And push against the floor. Inhale, lift your chin up, stretch. Exhale, push the mat away. One more time, inhale, look up, stretch your belly. Exhale, push the ground away, stretch your back. Coming to a neutral spine, left toes come back towards the back of the mat. Now, you have an option to grab your weight. You have an option to not grab your weight. Both are acceptable. Reach your right arm forward, lift your back knee up. Inhale here, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, lift the arm and the leg, neutral. Lift the arm and the leg, neutral. Lift the arm and the leg, neutral. Put your weight down, let your back foot lift it up towards the sky. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Trying for a balance here. Reach that right arm forward, reach it back for the left foot. Hold the foot up. Press the top of the foot into the hand, lift the chin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, lower it down. Other side. Other side, and then a child's pose is coming. Bring your right toes back. Bring your left arm forward. Lift the right leg. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale to neutral. Lift. No, lower to neutral. Lift. Lower to neutral. Lift. Lower to neutral. Bring that weight down. Flex the back foot. Slow the foot up towards the ceiling. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Reach your left arm forward. Back for the right foot. Pull it up. Lift, 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 lift. Lift your chin. Lift your foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. We release it all. Big toes to touch. Lower into your child's pose. This is your rest pose throughout the class. You need a break, take this pose. If you take this class later on YouTube and you find that like commercials are popping up throughout the class, don't feel the need to skip them. Just use those moments. Take a sip of water, come into your child's pose, let the commercials become a part of your practice, and use those moments to check in with your breath. Gaze comes forward. Pull yourself forward onto your belly. Arms forward. 4 patty cakes. You guessed it. Reach those arms forward. Now, when you're in your patty cake, your lower rib is touching the ground or the mat. So, you don't want to be flat on your belly. That'd be really tough belly time. You also don't want to be all the way up where you're moving it more into your lower back. You want to target the shoulders. So, think like lowest rib cage down, like rib down. Right arm up and lower, left arm up and lower, right arm up and lower, left arm up and lower. Grab those weights if you got them. Otherwise, just stay doing what you're doing without the weights. Right arm up, in, forward, down. Left up, in, forward, down. Right up, in, forward, down. Left up, in, forward, down. Lower all the way down. Place your fingers behind your head. Gotta move my blocks. Lift the elbows up. Take an inhale, lift your head. And lower. Inhale, lift your head. And lower. Inhale, lift your head. Lower down. Take a beat. Breathe. Smoosh out your booty. Give it a little shake. Bring your shoulders, not your shoulders, your elbows, to make a 90-degree angle. Shoulders or elbows are underneath the shoulders. Coming into your Sphinx. Inhale and exhale. Bring your left foot in and grab your left foot with your left hand. Now, if this is like completely not like accessible to you, go ahead and grab your strap, loop it around that foot, and draw it in, right? That's totally fine. You could also, if you don't have a strap, just reach for it. You don't have to make the connection. Your practice is a practice. Things come with time. So reach your left arm back, pull that foot in, or just reach for it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now this next one is going to be a little bit tricky if you can't reach for your foot. So if you can't reach for your foot, what I want you to do is reach the arm forward and try to lift the back knee up. That's what I want you to do if you can't reach the foot. If you do have the foot, I want you to push. I want you to switch your grip, so your thumb's up towards your big toe. And then I want you to push the top of the foot into the hand and lift the back knee up. So those are your two options. Grabbing the foot, you're pushing and lifting. Not grabbing the foot, you're just reaching your arm forward and lifting. And lower all the way down. Shake your booty. Woo. Right foot comes in. Right hand reaches for the right foot. Pull it in. Same thing on this side. Use your strap or just reach for it. Or skip all of this and just sip your coffee or your tea and just watch. Feel the osmosis. All right, now switch your grip so that your thumb is up on the inside of the foot, and then press the top of the foot into the hand, lifting your knee off the mat. If you don't have your grip, reach your right arm forward and try to work that knee up, reaching the toes towards the ceiling. And lower it all the way down. Hands come to the chest, push into the mat, lift up to your cobra. First cobra of the practice should feel relatively smooth. We've already done quite a bit in the back. Inhale, lift your chin up, exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under, send your seat back towards your heels. Take a beat in child's pose. Press the palms into the mat, tuck the toes under, lift the knees up, down dog. Walk your feet forward, bend your knees when you need to, lift the hands when you need to, hang in your forward fold. Release the head though, wherever you're at in your forward fold. Shake out the head in one direction and the other direction. Tuck your chin to your chest and curl all the way up to stand. Bring in your strap with you. Fix your clothes. Grab a sip of water. And meeting with your strap. Same thing. You don't have a strap, no big deal. Just follow along without the strap. Obviously, the strap enhances the exercises, but the rotation in the shoulder will still help with mobility. So don't feel like you have to have a strap. All right, let's bring those hands about shoulder distance apart. Take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Now, before we back bend here, reach the arms up. And then bring the arms back behind the ears. Try to keep your gaze neutral. No sticking your booty out. And then forward. Take an inhale, reach those arms up. And down. I'm going to turn sideways so that you guys see, like, no sticking the booty out. Not that you would see, because I have the smallest, flattest booty of all time, so you're probably not going to notice the difference. But when you're doing your back bend, some people tend to go like that and arch. We're going to tuck in. Inhale up and back. Tuck that booty and down. Okay, now this time, bring them a little wider than shoulder distance apart, like you're making like a Y in YMCA. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, bring those elbows all the way down to the ribs as much as you can. And reach up. Pull the strap apart the whole way down. And the whole way up. One more time. Down and up. Bring your strap forward. Okay, full rotation this time. So you might need to bring your hands the length of the strap. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, full rotation in line with your shoulders. Take a pause here. Reach the chin up, tuck the belly or tuck the tailbone under, and reach back. Let your arms come all the way down. Inhale, full rotation up. And one more time. Full rotation up. Parallel to the shoulders. Lift the chin, gaze goes back, tuck the tailbone under. Lower the arms all the way down. And then full rotation up, down in front of you. Straps, also sign. Keep them close though, because we're going to need them later. Inhale, those arms rounded up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. You're in your plank. Lower the knees down. Come to sit on your booty or your heels. All right, we're going to move into an inversion lead practice. Now, the point of this practice is not to nail your inversion. It's not to kick up. It is to start to gain control so that you have control of your length and of your lower. So, don't sweat it. I know there is a ton of panic and fear involved in inversions, handstands, headstands, that whole going up. And if you're a beginner, or you've never done a handstand or you've like never done a gymnastics class before, the idea can immediately send you into a panic. But we are not going upside down. We are practicing our lifts and our lowers. So think of this less as going upside down practice and more as core practice. Now, the way you want to set your body up for this is to have an external rotation from your shoulders. So that means that inner elbow is facing out, so you turn it out. The best way to think of this is like the first move of Macarena, but then you flip your palms back, leaving your arms where they are. That comes down. Now, there's a lot of different ways, different hand placements that you can have. Some people prefer to come shoulders distance apart. Some people, like in gymnastics, will come even closer, like that diamond shape. And some people come a little bit wider. wherever you're happiest, stay. But the one thing is, a lot of us tend to go wider because we have tight shoulders, and then we bulldog our arms. So if you are a little bit wider in your shoulders, just be conscious of keeping them straight and locked, because they tend to bulldog out when they're wider, just because generally speaking, hands are wider, shoulders are tighter, bulldog arms are like the next inevitable step. So if you have your hands a little bit wider, just make sure that you're keeping them locked. Your fingers are your brakes. Make sure that you have active fingers gripping the mat here. And watch first, and then we'll try them together. So come into your down dog. Take a few steps in. You're taking these steps in because eventually you want to stack your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. That is what gives you stability when you do get upside down. Is think of yourself as standing upside down, right? Like no one's standing like this. We're standing like this. And that's what you want to do with all your joints. You want to stack those joints so that your line is the exact same line, just upside down. So moving your feet in closer helps you to start to stack those joints easier. But a lot of us still have really tight legs. We're still just beginning our practice, or just in general. Some people just have tighter legs from our lifestyles. So you don't have to come that far in. Just come any amount of steps that you can. Gaze is forward at your thumbs. You reach your right leg up. Inhale, draw the knee to the chest. And then exhale, shooting the right toes up towards the ceiling. Take a little leap. Now your leap can look like this, or your leap can look like this. Both are totally fine, and wherever you are in your practice is totally acceptable. So don't throw your leap. Take a tiny leap. Baby steps into what's comfortable and what's safe for you and your body. All right, so down dog. Externally rotate in those arms. Gaze comes forward to your fingers. Baby step in. Right leg up. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, shoot it up. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, shoot it up. Last time, inhale, draw in. Exhale, shoot it up. Knees come down, mat distance apart. Big toes touch, child's pose. Other side. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, down dog. Left leg comes up and high. Bend the left knee in. Gaze comes to your thumbs. Take an inhale. Exhale, little leap. Inhale. Exhale, little leap. Inhale. Exhale, little leap. Knees come down. Child's pose. Walk yourself up. Grab a sip of water. Now, my immersion practice has taken years. I never, ever, ever did like handstands or headstands or any of that. I was not a gymnast. And when I first started, there was a lot of fear for me, and there still is. So, but the one thing that I did notice that really did help was not pushing myself too hard, like not trying to get to where I wasn't, and shoulder strength and shoulder flexibility. So when we do all that strap work, when we do weight stuff, that is the building blocks to getting your handstand and your headstand later. All right, anyway, wrist care. So take your hands, place them together, little figure eights, and reverse the direction. Roller coaster ride in the opposite direction. Arms out wide, and then bring your fists together, squeeze those fists, and then curl in like you're trying to hug the world's biggest teddy bear, like one of those carnival teddy bears, just like give it a hug. And really shake it out. Bring the backs of your hands to your rib cage, elbows back like a little chicken, like chicken wings. Let's keep moving. Grab a sip of water, grab a sip of your tea or your coffee. keep going. I know you guys are all thinking, don't drink anything, you're gonna have to go to the bathroom, because that seems to be my MO every Saturday morning life. But I think I have it under control today. Okay, down dog. So that's what happens. You come to yoga with me on Saturday and we talk about the bathroom. It's just the way it is. All right. Walk your feet forward. Bend your knees when you need to. Lift your hands when you need to. Hang in your forward fold. Maybe rock forward and back a little bit. Bend the knees, sink the booty low, come into your chair. Reach those arms forward. Now, if you have a chair where you can reach your arms up, go ahead and reach your arms up. My shoulders, I throw my back out of alignment when I reach my shoulders up. So I'm going to keep my arms forward, but you have the option. So if that's in your practice, go for it. Don't let my practice limit your practice. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Grab your strap. Inhale up. Come into your crane position. So bringing that knee up. Actually, I'm going to bring the strap this way. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold the strap behind because that's what we're going to do. All right, so in your crane position, grab your strap. Bring your hands about shoulder distance apart. And then send your leg back into your warrior 3. Stretch your strap back. Bring your leg forward. Back into your warrior 3. I know it's hard. And forward one more time. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 3. Step that back foot down at a 45-degree angle. Coming into our warrior 1. Front toes are forward, front knee is bent. Back toes are reaching towards that right corner. Arm is back. Lift the chin, inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Bringing your hands up, pulling the strap apart, reaching that left shoulder to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Bring the arms down, release the strap, and then bring your right knee down to the mat. Bring your right toes off the mat, right hand plants down, left leg send it back, modified side plank. Take an inhale and an exhale. Bring that right knee in, or the right foot in, left foot, in to touch your booty. Straighten the leg out. And now I'm going to have to scooch forward so I don't knock my plant over. All right. Now, press the top of the foot into the hand, reach back. Move your hips forward, gaze goes back towards your toes. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale and exhale. Release that foot all the way down to the mat. Tuck the toes under, down dog. Walk your feet forward. Same thing, opposite side. Hang in your forward fold. Bend your knees, arms forward, come into your chair. Maybe do a little bit of a bounce to distract yourself from the muscle soreness or tiredness. Grab your strap, come all the way up, lifting your left leg with you. Strap comes behind your back. Gripping the strap, bringing your fists like together a little bit, or if you need them a little bit wider, go a little bit wider. Go like shoulder distance. Shoulder distance or closer is what your goal is. But obviously, if you need to go even wider, go even wider, right? Because it's like the objective is to help the shoulders along. So inhale, look up. Exhale, warrior 3. Lift that hand up. And warrior, or crane position, sorry. Warrior 3. crane. All right, last one, warrior three. It's a lot easier on this side. I don't know why the other side was like so wonky for me. Lower that foot down, coming into your warrior one. So double check yourself here. Front toes are towards the top of the mat, bend in that knee. Back foot, 45-degree angle. Straighten that leg. Pull the strap apart, gaze comes up, lift your chin, exhale, humble warrior. Bringing the right arm or shoulder inside the right knee. Reach those arms up. And coming up, lowering the strap to the ground, bring the hands down, lower the back knee, left toes come off the mat, left hand plants, right arm comes back, modified side plank. Take an inhale and an exhale, and then bring your right heel to your booty, grab the top of your foot, pull the knee back so you make a solid line with your knee, pointing towards the back edge of the mat. Press that right foot into the hand as you open it up. Move the hips forward, gaze comes back, opening up the front body, getting into a bit of a back bend. And all the way down. Tuck your toes under, down dog. Walk your feet up to your hands, hang your forward fold. Bend your knees, bring your arms forward, chair. All right, this is our last chair. We got one more segment for core, and then we're moving into our peak pose. So hang in there, you guys are almost done. Do a little bit of a bounce here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, lower down, lower down, feet up. Now if you didn't do that, if you need help getting down, use your hands to get down. Join us in boat. Not a big deal. Hold your boat. Bring your toes down. Bring your hands back behind you. Pitter patter those toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just realized I have this really cute anklet on, and you guys can't even see me because the other foot's in front. So I'm going to spin to show off my anklet. Okay. So coming into your boat, grab your weights. All right, boat pose. Move your weights to the right. Move your weights to the left. Move your weights to the right. Move your weights to the left. One more time. Weights to the right. Weights to the left. Weights forward. We're going to bring the arms up and down. Pump those arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your weights back. Legs go back. Swing the arms around. Come back up into your boat. Arms back. Swing them around. One more time. Arms back. Swing them around. Release the weights. We're going to do 3 boat roll-ups. So you're going to roll back and then pause in your boat rather than rolling up onto your feet. So hands can be here or hands can be here, wherever you're more comfortable. Roll back, roll up, find your boat. Roll back, roll up, find your boat. Roll back, roll up, find your boat. Bring your feet down, bring your hands down. Fingers are pointing away from your feet. Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reach your hips up. Head goes back. And lower down. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift your hips up. And now this time, lean a little bit forward in your knees. Stretch your shoulders. Back to neutral, lower your booty down. One more time. Lift those hips up. Head drops back. Lean forward in the knees. Back to neutral, booty down. And then we're just coming up to stand. So if you want to try to come up to stand without using your hands, you can follow with me, or you can just come to stand. Whatever is more comfortable. Coming up to stand, you bring your legs in those crisscross. You are on the outside edges of both feet. Press into the feet as you lift up. That didn't work, just stand. No, you don't need to do the fancy stuff. That's just like kind of using your core more to come up, but not a big deal. All right, keep that strap close. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Grab some water, fix your clothes, and let's move into dancers. So, right hand comes out like you got a platter of food. It can be any food that you like. My mind went blank. I was going to say something, and then I was like, I don't know what's on my platter. I don't know. Pizza? Okay. And then the elbow is drawn into the rib cage like when we did our pull downs. So, right foot comes into the booty, and you bring your hand or your foot on top of that platter, right? So we've done this. We do this in Sphinx. We did it in tabletop. It's drawing the foot to the booty and grabbing it with the hand. Now, I am on the inside of the foot. My thumb is facing up on my big toe. Exact same thing that we did in our Sphinx. Right hand can come to the hip if that's where you're comfortable, or it can come up, wherever you find your balance. Now remember to pick a spot that's not moving to rest your gaze on. And then slowly start to lift the foot up, just like we did in our Sphinx, just like we did in our modified plank. Reach those toes up. Press the top of the hand, or the top of the foot into the hand. Press, 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 press. Lower the chest a little bit. Keep reaching the toes up. Bring the foot down and down. How'd that go? Now you didn't have to come all the way up. You can also just kind of stay in this general place, or in this place, or in this place, wherever. You don't have to move through the whole pose. You can work on it. Balance is tricky for you. This is hard enough. So pick the version that meets you where you are. All right, left side. Left hand out, left elbow in. Left foot up, and then grab it, put your foot on the platter. So it's not pizza on the platter anymore, it's your foot. You're serving feet. Then reach the foot up, press the top of the foot into the hand, press, 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 press. Right hand is on the hip, or it's up, or it's forward. Wherever you want to be. Press, 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 press. Reach those, move those shoulders away from your ears. Try not to like do this. Give yourself space. Reach the toes and down. All right, now if you got a strap, we're doing one more variation. We are doing a flip grip with the help of the strap. So grab your strap. Now I have like a stupid long strap. So, well, let me show you. If you have your yoga strap, you want to make a little loop for your foot. So the train goes through the tunnels, and then it's like, oh goodness gracious, I forgot something. Goes back through like the first tunnel. Bam, got it? So the train goes through, forgets something, goes back around, goes through the first tunnel. I don't know why they didn't go through the second tunnel. I'm gonna have to make a better story for that. Anyway, you make your loop. I'm gonna leave my loop pretty big, but if you want, you can make your loop like as small as you want, just for the foot. If you don't have the strap, you can practice the same thing that we just did, a second round. Sometimes the first round is not always as great because your brain is taking a minute to compute what you're doing. So second time tends to be a little bit better. So grab your strap, bring your right foot to your booty, hook your strap around your foot, just like that. Grab your strap in your hand, same position, same platter position. So your elbow is in, your hand is out, and then you're gonna reach your elbow forward towards the ceiling. Some people go around, but you're just gonna, if your hand is here, you're just going like that. So elbow here, hand out, elbow forward, hand back. Platter, hand back. And reach your foot up. Now you can walk your hands down the strap, getting closer and closer to your foot. Keep lifting your foot up. Let your arms pull back. Gaze is forward. Take it, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Release it all the way down. Move into the other side. So that's your flip grip. The goal is to begin to walk your hands back closer and closer, so one day you don't need the strap. And then you're doing that pose, if you see those really fancy yogis that can grab their foot by their head, that's the goal. Like, that's not the goal, but that's like what this is like stepping you towards. That doesn't have to be your goal. Definitely doesn't. Or it just might not even be something that your body wants to do. All right, so left side, platter, grab that strap. Elbow comes forward and flips, and you lift up. Lift the toes up towards the ceiling. Walk the hands back towards the foot. So lift, walk back. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more inhale, exhale, let it go all the way down. One more time if you want to practice that on your own. You don't have to do it. I'm just going to remind you. Platter, elbow forward, hand back. Platter, elbow forward, hand back. Okay. Let that strap go. You made it. All downhill from here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right leg back. Step the left leg back. Down dog. Right leg comes up and high. Bend that right knee. Coming into your pigeon. Bring that right knee behind your right wrist. Lower it down. Now in your pigeon, right knee behind the right wrist. Right heel by your left hip. Left foot is back. Now if you're leaning a little bit towards the right, that's fine. Objectively, as you start to open up that hip, you would like to start squaring off your hips, but be where you need to be. This is a rest pose, so make sure that feels good. If you want to grab a pillow or a block and stick it underneath your right hip in order to make the mat meet your hip, go ahead and do that. Bring your hands to your sides, lift the chin up. Exhale, lower it all the way down. Take a little bit of a rest here. Press up, both hands coming inside that knee. Bring the back foot up. Take your left hand and bring it back towards that right or left foot. Thumbs are up. Our last little back bendy thing here. Go ahead and draw that foot into the crook of your left elbow. Sometimes I get spun around. You guys know. Oh, I should have also mentioned, don't do as I do. Do as I say, because I don't mirror. Sorry. But you'll know for next week. Now you'll know for next week. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling, and then clasp the hands behind the head. Gaze comes forward, or do whatever. Be here. Be here. Don't do any of this. Be in pigeon. That's also an option. Be in Savasana if you want. Reach the hand up and down. Tuck the back toes under. Send that right knee back. Lats down dog. Left leg comes up. Bend your left knee behind the left wrist. Lower it down on the left side. Now here's where you can stick that pillow or a block. Gaze is up. Exhale down. Walk yourself up here. Both hands are inside that left knee. Right toes come up. Reach your right hand back. See if you make the connection. That's your first level. Actually, first level is reaching. Second level is grabbing. Third level is bringing it into that crook of the arm. This is my tighter side, so let's see if I can do my mermaid on this side. Right hand is up. Left hand reaches up. Stay here if you're happy. Or see if you can make that connection. Draw the belly button into the spine. Take a breath. And then lower everything down with control. Slide that right foot forward. Step both feet in front of you. And lower it all the way down onto your back. Windshield wiper those knees from side to side. And then hug your knees in. Rock side to side here. Now, quick thing about this pose, don't move your shoulders. That took me a really long time to figure out. I used to rock side to side and I was like rocking my shoulders and it did not feel relaxing. It felt like a core exercise because it was a core exercise. So at the end of your practice, just keep your shoulders on the mat and move from like the hips. So you're like giving your lower back like a little bit of a back rub on your mat. Good. Reach the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Grab the outside edges of both feet with your hands. Elbows are inside your knees. Happy baby. You can also grab your ankles or behind your thighs. Or you don't have to do any of this. You can keep hugging your knees in and just rocking there. If you are in your happy baby, gently tug down on the knees, drawing the knees towards your armpits. Trying to get your entire spine on the mat from tailbone to neck. Neck or head, or you guys get it. Bring the soles of the feet together as you lower the feet down. Recline Baddha Konasana here. Bring your hands to the tops of your thighs and push the thighs away, giving yourself length in the spine. And then stretch the legs out in front of you and give those suckers a shake. Shake it out. Release any other energy that might have gotten stuck in the lower half of your body throughout your practice. Bring your legs about mass distance apart or wider. You're in the comfort of your own home, so find a final resting pose that feels good to you. Bring your hands down to your sides. Turn the ankles and the wrists a little bit. And then find some stillness here. Make sure that whatever this final resting pose is, that it feels safe to you, that you're not in a position of vulnerability, but that you do feel really good wherever you are. So if you feel like you need to cover up your heart center by bringing your hands onto your heart or your root chakra, if laying doesn't feel good and you'd rather sit, feel free to take that as well. Draw the breath in through the nose. And exhale it out. Draw the breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, side out. Allow your body to be heavy. Give yourself these next few moments to find some stillness and peace in your body. Slowly and gently begin to deepen the breath. And as you draw a breath back into the body, begin to wake up your fingers and your toes by giving them a little wiggle. Reach your hands above your head, stretching your body out long on the mat. And then hug your knees into your chest. Roll over onto whatever side feels good. and use the arm of that side as a pillow for your head. Take your opposite arm and drape it across the body, using that opposite hand to push into the ground to help bring you back to a seated position. Inhale the hand Sanjali Mudra, that prayer position in front of your heart, and exhale, bow down to your mudra. Taking a moment to love and appreciate yourself for showing up. It is not easy showing up for a virtual practice, and I'm so glad each one of you came to join me in mine. It motivates me to show up, so I'm so glad that you were here. And then extend that gratitude to the practice of yoga. Always taking a moment in appreciation to remember where the practice originated from, remembering the roots of the yoga practice and the continent that it comes from, and all those early yogis that brought it to us in the West so that we could experience the benefits as well. And now as you leave your asana practice and you move into your yoga in your everyday life, I greet your off the mat practice with namaste. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I'm gonna quick run over to the camera and see if there's any comments. Nope, not this time. But I'm like out of frame. Okay. As always, if you guys do have questions throughout the practice, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. And then I'll take a couple of minutes after the practice to kind of go through them, because once I hit end live, I can't go back to the comments. But you guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next Saturday at 9 a.m. in my living room. Have a good weekend. Mwah.